Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Bside Local. This is episode number 3. My name is Joe.
I'm Josh.
I'm Gerard.
I'm Spencer.
And this is our very special guest, Spencer.
This is our absolutely wonderful guest here, Spencer O'Leary of Astelle. How you going, man? How's things?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Everything's been pretty good as of recent.
Been well?
Yeah.
Keeping occupied during lockdown? I'm sure you've been keeping busy.
Yeah, definitely. Like, actually so busy.
Yeah.
There's always something to do.
Especially,
working, man. You working now, or are you just running Astelle?
Like, I'd say I'm primarily running Astelle, but I work like 2 days a week at Woolies.
Hey, Woolies job. Gotta love a good look.
Shout out to the Woolies team.
Shout out to Woolies.
Yeah, dude. Shout out Woolies.
Yeah, 2 days a week in the online team, just packing people's orders.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
through
So not
COVID.
even on the shop floor.
Occasionally, but yeah, mainly just in the back doing the packing, running around the store.
Yeah,
Nice, man.
wicked, man.
So we've mentioned this on other episodes, but we're absolute mic
Yeah,
Nazis.
the mic Nazis. Yeah.
got to talk real close to these
Gonna
goddamn
stay
mics.
real close and personal with
Yeah,
it.
be real intimate with that mic, you know what I
Look
mean?
in its face.
Yeah.
Take it on a date, even.
Yeah.
Take it out to
Take
dinner.
her out.
Yeah, take her out to dinner.
Take it
Yeah,
out
lovely.
first before you speak into it.
Hey, baby.
Anyway, man, so you've started up your own little clothing brand.
Yeah. I run it with one of my best mates, Jackson. We pretty much started at like start of the year, I guess. We'd been working on it for a while. Like I'd say probably like it's weird to say, but we probably started working together like a year before we even launched it and just tried different things. And like,
when did you launch Astelle?
properly it was in February of this
Okay.
year.
Of this year?
Yeah,
Wow.
This year?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
really? Well, like you guys have grown like pretty quick.
Yeah,
I thought you started it like last year or something. I don't know. Like
Mm.
time's been
Yeah, it's
fucked up.
been
Time's
recently.
just been meshed
Yeah.
up together, eh?
Okay,
Seriously,
so you
yeah.
started at the start of the year, man.
Yeah, probably like launched the store and like you know was live. Like we were working on it and like teased it all the time and like we're
Yeah.
making t-shirts for all our friends, but actually releasing and selling stuff and being the brand since February.
Damn, so you're pretty early on.
Yeah, so early on, everything's still like so up in the air and changing all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, man, but you're still making moves. Like, we've noticed that you've grown quite a lot since February.
Yeah, definitely. Like I think it's just like, you know, starting to catch on a bit, you know. People talk about it, like
yeah, that's it. Everyone,
see it a few times, builds that idea.
Yeah.
It's still small and humble, but like I'm loving like what's been happening recently.
yeah.
Wicked.
So-
Yeah, I mean, I still see it out and about a lot still. Like now, like
Yeah, like we've been walking around locally, man.
I mean, we're all repping it right now.
Oh, yeah, we've
Hell
all
yeah,
got
we are.
someone today to show.
Yeah, like
some
I've been
gear.
around, just walking around Morty Alec and stuff, and I've seen people rocking Astelle that like I don't personally know or anything.
Yeah.
That's super cool to see, man. That's really exciting.
Bro, it's so good. Like it's good. I like it's still stayed local, you know, like
Yeah.
we've like been like, you know, the orders ramping up and whatever, but it's still like local, like on everyone who orders, it's like all around this sort of southeast Melbourne on this side of the city.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome,
Get
man.
into that B-side local.
Exactly, man.
Mm.
Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, so Astelle. How did you come up with that name?
What is
Yeah,
Astelle?
it's a cool name.
Give us a brief description
look,
of Astelle.
there's-
What are you all about? What do you make? What?
All right. So Astelle is our little clothing brand. I like to call it like a bit more of like a house, like a sort of fashion house. Like,
Yeah. I want to bring up something about that.
Yeah. Like, there's so many brands around, so I was like, how can we, you know, be a little bit different and whatever. So I think we
Yeah.
take like a lot of our pieces aren't like high fashion, but we take a lot of notes from what high fashion brands are doing and
Yeah.
the sort of moves they make. And
That inspiration.
literally, it's just those little niche things, you know.
Yeah,
But
get-
as for the name, like, there's no secret or anything. It's just like, it was just Astelle. I think we want to call it like something to do with like colors, like.
Yeah, I
'cause
remember ages ago it was like pastel.
Yeah,
I remember like early days when I was
Ah,
coming around
bro.
doing screen printing stuff.
Bro,
and
bro.
I was like, oh, what's this?
There's actually like a mad story. Like,
Yeah.
I think we were playing around what we wanted to do, and like me and Jackson were like choosing all these like colors, and they were all like the pastel colorway, like those like yellows,
Like fluoro. Sort
yeah.
of,
Like all those lighter, like almost like Eastery sort of colors.
yeah, kind of like
And we're
just
like,
pop
oh,
out.
Like
to you.
chalk. Like chalk.
Yeah,
colours, like you draw on the
exactly.
sidewalk with,
Literally,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
No, exactly that. So
Yeah,
we're like,
so-
we're kind of gonna do something like that, and we're like,
Are you a big fan of Clinkers, the chocolates?
Yeah, no, I was gonna mention Clickers. Yeah, bro, that was like, you know, like the blue and like the green, like that was like sort of our
Yeah.
like main inspo, man.
It's that pastel-y sort of colour.
Fuck off, Mr. Pilot.
Goddamn planes outside.
Silly plane.
Have no courtesy for our podcast.
Yeah. So all like, yeah, nice. So you've
we were originally going to call it like Astelle,
yeah.
and like, you know, we sort of saw there was a few other brands called Astelle, but we're like, fuck it, we'll just roll with it, call it Astelle. But I remember, do you guys know like how sort of t-shirts are like printed, like screen printing and stuff?
Yeah.
Bro, so we like screen printed it in like my garage, right? And one night, like, you have to like wash it with water to like get the design to come through.
Yeah.
It's a fucking process. But we did it and we sprayed it out, and I couldn't wait to print. I was like, man, it's still wet, but I want to print. So I got like my dad's heat gun and like wanted to like dry the screen to like get the water off it so I could start printing like immediately. I got just a little bit too close to the P and like burnt the P out of the screen. Like,
Did you burn a hole through
yeah. So where it had the P in the little Astelle logo, I burnt the P out. So it was left with just Astelle. It was literally this exact
light
P.
bulb moment.
There would have been a P right there.
Yo.
Because we changed the spelling and shit
hold it
around.
up to the camera.
Let's show this to the camera. This is a first for the Astelle company.
Yeah, that was
Just
like,
have a P there, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, straight up. I wish I still had the screen with like the hole in it, but
So this is the origin.
yeah. It's like the same placement, everything. There would have been a P there, but
I
like,
just love that. It's like complete coincidence. Like it's just meant to happen. Like
It happens, so you know.
Yeah, so you do all your own screen printing in your
yeah.
garage.
That's something I learned. Like throughout the brand, like me and Jackson all do different things, but like screen printing was like, fuck, man, that's something I want to do. Like, I remember, like, I used to like not really do any real creative things. I was like out of school, like sort of pursuing music and doing a bit of that.
Yeah.
But then I was like, fuck it, like I really want to print t-shirts. Like I just loved graphics, man. Like,
Hell
yeah, dude.
and like color on t-shirts. I was like, man, if I had like screens, I could just make all my own shit. It wasn't even about doing a brand. It was just I wanted to do something myself.
Yeah.
And so like I remember like being on Amazon one day and like just dropped like $400 on all the screen printing. Did not even know how to do it. Like I was like how to make a t-shirt. It's like emulsion, screen, blank t-shirt, and ink, and just brought all this shit.
Got everything you needed though.
I mean, if you do want to start up your own stuff, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
man. You're not
yeah.
gonna
That's
jump
exactly
headfirst
how you
into
do
it.
Didn't know
into the
a thing.
deep
Like
end, yeah.
didn't have any of the equipment. Like I was lucky my dad's like pretty handy and like tradie, so he sort of knew like
Shout out Simon.
Simo.
Absolute legend.
He had like all like the special lights and shit,
Yeah.
and like
wicked.
all the was able to like build the shit to help it dry and stuff. So like if I didn't have that, I'd be fucked. But like I just
Yeah.
brought everything, had not a clue, and just did it.
That's cool that like all your pieces are very hands-on then. Like,
Bro,
do you
literally.
screen print single
Everything,
one?
everything.
Every single tee.
Every single tee in my garage.
That's
like
awesome, man. So if
Wow.
anyone owns like an Astelle garment out there, that means you've personally.
yeah,
yeah, literally, man.
That
That's
work?
really cool.
the man
That's
himself.
Yeah.
made it.
the unique touch. That's
Yeah.
it.
It's sort of getting like a bit harder now because like the volume's like ramped up. So like
Yeah.
I remember for our last drop, I spent like 3 full days like just printing and like drying and like packing and stuff. And
So it is a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of
fried.
hard labour and
100%,
putting in your own sort of
100%,
time
yeah,
and
yeah.
effort into it, eh?
yeah.
Far out, but it just proves how much, you know, you've come from buying and starting it all up to getting to where you are now. It's bloody awesome, dude.
Yeah. It's fucking, it's so sick to just be hands on and like create it, and like, you know, the way like you sort of like use the squeegee on the screen and
Yeah.
you change like the way the ink sits and ink feels, like it's all a hands on sort of thing.
Yeah, well, that's it, man. And also, I don't know, it gives you something to do as well. You would have been so occupied during like the COVID lockdowns and everything. At least
Yeah.
you've got something to wake up and pursue.
Yeah, literally. Like I remember, like the first like sort of lockdown before like we'd launched it. I was just like so like depressed. Like,
Yeah.
like I remember I was doing like a different like uni degree, and like I was just like literally like borderline failed it. Like failed like 2 units.
What were you doing?
I was doing a business degree, an economics degree.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Bro, like
It's quite intense.
yeah.
Quite different to
That-
what you're doing now, eh?
Oh, so different, man. Full 180. But like, I just got out of school and was like, yeah, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't like
Yeah,
think.
it's a lot of it. Yeah.
As many people who just come
Yeah,
out of
dude.
school. you know?
Bro, it's so fucked. Like, I remember just being in school being like, man, I just have not a clue. Like, I didn't even think, like, I just didn't think like doing all like this creative shit was like a thing. Like,
Didn't think it was an
Yeah,
option.
because
right?
they don't give you
Right.
those options, bro. Like
Exactly.
anything like that. Yeah.
Did you have like plans about starting up a clothing company, or
Oh.
did you sort of just have the idea one day and
I remember like,
attacked it?
yeah, you know, how, like you're in school, you'd be like, oh, that would be sick to do. That would be sick to do.
Yeah.
And like, I always like was sort of like tried to like make designs and stuff, but I never could really do it in school. Like,
Yeah.
I remember like downloading like a cracked like Adobe Illustrator,
Yeah.
and like it just like would die on my computer. But I remember like I tried these different things. Like I wanted to like, I still like on my school computer I have like all these like old just whacked out designs from like just crazy colours and stuff.
Yeah, nice. The originals.
But I never was like really wanted to do a clothing brand. It was just like I really liked clothes and the way people wore
And
clothes.
fashion.
I mean, that is cool.
Yeah.
Even if like you're just rocking shit you made. Like
Bro.
that's like the whole thing. Like I get like because something different. Then you're out and people be like, "What's that?" Be like, "Oh yeah, I just fucking made it, bro."
Yeah.
I made it myself.
Yeah.
Like, oh
literally.
yeah, no, I didn't like what I saw in Fast Time, so I just made what I wanted, man. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
pretty
Well, that's-
much like,
Yeah.
Dude, this is like super comfy. Like,
Yeah.
we're all rocking Astelle.
Yeah,
That's the thing. The material of this jumper, dude. Like, my mantra is comfort over anything,
Yeah.
and this
Yeah.
is like,
Yeah.
And
ooh.
everything reminds me of something that I would see in like a skate shop or
Yeah,
like something
yeah.
like that. Like it's really high quality stuff. man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Really,
Mm.
like for a small company, like you're ever growing, of course.
Mm.
But for something this small at the moment, quality wise, holy shit, man!
Yeah.
Fucking get onto it right
but it's
now.
like original as fuck too.
Yeah.
like everything's original. You like little illustrations and stuff. It's like
different.
different.
Mm.
Yeah,
Very
like
different.
yeah, it's like something. It actually stands out. I reckon.
Yeah. I guess like that's something I like to say, man. Me and Jackson, we just like we're like, fuck it, man. We got to make the commitment to quality earlier. Like
Yeah.
we're like,
Do you believe in quality over quantity?
mate,
Any day.
120%. Like
Awesome, dude.
Absolutely.
any day of the week, man. It wasn't like I came from like my family, like not like a poor family by any means, but mum was like very like stingy with like money, like always kept like tight. So I never
Yeah.
like ever had like really nice fitting clothes.
Yeah.
Like really nice like good garms and
Like
stuff.
quality sort of stuff.
Yeah, I remember I just like rock the Kmart tees or whatever. Like
Kmart
nothing
tees
wrong
go
with them.
hard though.
Nothing wrong with it, but I remember like when I started
Fuck that
making,
then. If I can't afford it, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
Done, dude.
Literally.
Yeah,
I
hell
remember
yeah, man.
making my own money and buying like a t-shirt from Shaw Melbourne. Like I remember dropping like
Yeah.
$65 on it, and I was just like, whoa,
Yeah.
what have I been
Yeah.
missing for so
Yeah,
long? Just
dude,
They've done well,
literally.
man.
Oh,
yeah.
Was
yeah.
that would you say Shaw was one of your inspirations?
Huge
or-
inspo back in the day, I reckon. Like
Is that shop in the city?
Yeah.
right in the
Yeah.
center, like down the little
Down
laneway.
that little laneway.
Mm,
Hey, are they
mm.
still around?
Yeah.
Oh damn! I didn't think they were still there.
Yeah,
Well, shout to Shaw.
Huge shout out to Shaw Melbourne. Like those like box logos they did with the Sharpie, like
Oh yeah.
like the
yeah.
Supreme on.
Shout out to Shaw Melbourne, but also
Yeah, bro,
watch
they were
out.
huge.
Mm,
man. They
mm.
were huge.
Watch out, Shaw. Stell's coming up.
Stell's
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
for you.
Nah, bro, but like every time I like think of like, bro, it literally is taken off though.
You
Like
reckon?
it fully is, and I reckon that's the great thing about I talk like these heaps of people. It's like it markets to so many things. Like I'm like a full skater and shit, and it still like fits my style.
Yeah.
And then you got like people in like I don't know maybe like chapel scene whatever. It fits their
Yeah.
style. Like it just like
Your
it
demographic
just
is very
it's so
broad.
wide.
Mm,
Like
It's
Mm.
very
whatever.
diverse
Like
too.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
anyone can wear a Stell.
Bro, that's
Love it.
and that's like a big thing. Like me and Jackson working collaboratively. Like we're both like very like our own person and have our own
Yeah,
taste.
yeah.
When like we bring it together and like it just sort of works to be a bit broader, you know. Like
Yeah.
we try to make everything unisex. Like if every piece, like of course some things would look a bit whack, but like we try to say it could be unisex. Like
yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I think you saying that brings in the next question I want to ask you quite well. So your Instagram is Astelle House. You call yourself Astelle House.
yeah.
And that's fucking sick, dude. So it's like you refer to everyone as your family. Like
Yeah.
the Astelle family. I love
Yeah.
that. Would you say like
Makes it more personable.
Mm.
Yeah.
like do you feel like being connected with people purchasing all your clothing and stuff? Do you see that as a big thing? Do you reckon client based
Bro,
business is a big
it's
thing?
the biggest thing. It's
Yeah.
by far like it's just like, man, I like hit up like we're like a few regular customers, and like
Yeah,
whenever I'm working on shit I just like slide them like a DM being like, wait, what do you reckon? And I like just love chatting to them, man. Like
Yeah, dude.
I'll
Mate,
continue
it's a
on.
big thing.
Like,
Like,
yeah.
the bloke who runs Itch Pig, he like talks to everybody.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he always gets like everyone's like opinion and like you'd
Oh.
like this, you should cop this, and I'm like I actually do like that. I probably should cop that.
Yeah,
you know
the
what I mean?
Don,
Like,
yeah, Jerry, yeah.
That's just having a good relationship.
Shout out
with-
to Jerry as
Yeah,
well.
Shout out to HB.
But yeah, man.
That's just having a good relationship with
do
your
you know
customer
what's-
base, though.
Another thing I was just thinking, connecting in my head, like the style right now is everything's like kind of that like kind of oversized style. So like you don't like it's unisex because like like chicks and stuff like wearing like baggy stuff.
100%. Like all this
Like,
like Mr.
who doesn't
Winston
love
and
wearing
stuff
baggies?
taking
Yeah,
over.
the better.
Bro,
Yeah.
the 90s is like comeback
Yeah,
type
big
shit,
time.
like, kind of way. Like,
Bro.
That's why I reckon the Stell fits in good with the skate. And as I was saying earlier, it reminds me of stuff you see in a skate shop. Like
Yeah.
all those,
Yeah.
you know, those cool trendy shops.
Yeah.
Man. Like that's what it reminds me of.
Bro, yeah, all those photos from the 90s are just like so sick, and like because we used to skate together like back in the
Yeah.
day, like it all started there, man. Like
Yeah.
going to the skate park and like you like sort of get an awareness of what you're wearing and stuff. Like,
Yeah. So on the last episode, we had Alex Perry, who's like one of my best mates.
He's like a fit god.
Used to skate
half the time.
Yeah,
bro.
he's got the drip, man.
Got the drip.
Serious.
One of my first
Seriously
skating
dripped out.
buddies, but I also did. Yeah, me and Spence used to skate.
Yeah, down the old petrol station.
Yeah.
We used to wax up with our candles and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
that abandoned petrol station down the street.
Yeah.
Skate that.
yeah. Nah, those are the best times because like even when taking out videos, like you'd take videos of yourself and you'd be like, "Fuck, my fit's looking whack there."
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
like, bro, look at my legs. Look how tight those things are on my
You
legs,
look
man.
bad.
Yeah,
I-
bro.
Skating in the skinny jeans
Bro,
from Target.
yeah. I remember we were at Chult one day, and I'm like trying to like fucking like do this grind. I'm spending all day there, and I remember my pants ripped because they were that like low quality,
Oh,
like
no.
right underneath my crotch. And
Oh, it's
Yeah.
the worst.
and those were the days when like
Yeah.
it was like a mish to get around, and me and Joe were just like, Joe's like, "Nah, man, I'm staying. Just deal with these ripped pants."
Just tape it
And
up.
I was like sat there like so awkward.
Yeah, staple that shit or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's something that I love about the whole skate scene, though. The fashion is
Yeah.
fucking sick.
Oh,
So,
Yeah, because
Awesome,
bro, like some skaters, they won't even like have a huge trick selection, but they'll just have sick fits and sick style, and you just enjoy watching them. It's like an art. And then like some skaters, they can do everything, but their drip is so whack. Like it just looks terrible. Like, not gonna name any skaters.
It just adds to style,
Can't
you know?
be throwing people under the bridge.
Well, that,
Ryan DeCenzo.
Calm down.
No, I was watching,
Shut
I was
up.
watching
Yeah.
Tampa Pro the other day, and he did like the most insane shit, and I'm like, that just doesn't look good,
His
man.
stage just
Like,
isn't on
it's just
point.
not it.
was he in the skinny jeans?
Yeah, bro. It's not that skinny,
need
like,
that
but it's more
baggy.
his
Nah,
style.
bro.
Like,
Skinny
yeah.
jeans, not it, man, not it.
Yeah, you gotta get some Astelle ones rocking.
Yeah, bro. Wait, how were the Astelle jeans? Remember the ones we?
Yeah, that was sick.
Oh, that was so
Yeah.
fresh.
Shout out to my boy Joe Eddie.
Yeah.
He made the fattest pair of jeans ever. Like these old Carhartts, sewed like a Astelle down the side, and oh, how dope were they?
Shout
man?
outs to you, Joe Eddie, dude.
Carhartt
I
times
tried
Astelle.
those on.
Come soon, I imagine.
It's up there, bro. It's the bootleg.
Oh, yeah.
Got the bootleg.
Spence bought them around, man. I tried them on. They were fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
look
sick.
fresh.
yeah. Jed's Threads. He sells all vintage. Oh,
He's got his own sort of gear rocking.
He's-
Yeah,
he
wicked.
makes all these like crazy like denim pieces, like cuts up all denim, puts it together. It's just crazy, man. He's a god.
Damn, shout out Jed's
Yeah,
Threads.
damn.
Yeah.
Well, is that something like you're looking, like collaborating with people? Because I know you did a
Oh.
collaborate with, shout outs to you, Cosmeticize.
Oh, yeah,
Fraser,
yeah.
with
Yeah.
our
That
first
we had
guest
on,
that we
yeah.
had on the
Yep.
podcast. I know you did a collaboration with him.
Yeah.
Is that something that you want to get into?
Bro,
Collaborating with more-
100%,
more
like-
creatives?
100%. Like, I guess it's like a bit weird because we're still establishing our brand, man. But
of
like,
course.
fucking collaborations are just the best thing ever. Like, I like go crazy when I see like two big brands come together,
Yeah.
and like another brand's using another brand's like trademark logo
Oh, yeah.
or something like that. I think it's so sick.
Yeah, it is fresh.
And like for someone like me and Fraser, like such different brands, but just coming together, it's sort of,
Yeah, you
sort
are,
of
yeah.
slapped. Like,
Mm.
it's just so nice, and it's like it's the community. Like
Yeah.
everyone in the locals like working together and putting out good work.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You guys are doing very similar things, and the fact that you guys are kind of working together and networking in a sense,
Yeah.
it just builds everyone up and it builds the community up.
Straight
You
up,
know,
man. Straight up, man. I like to say it all the time. Like all ships ride with the tide. Like
that's it.
like you gotta do stuff together.
That's it. You can't expect to just build yourself up on your own. It's the people around you, the community around you.
100 through it all. Like I'm supported so well by like Gerard, always helping out with the product photos. Fraser, like
Shout outs
always.
to the homie Joe.
Druddy's media. yeah.
Like Fraser, like he's always down for whatever and just putting in the input and helping out stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's a big thing about like
Saturn Group.
yeah.
One day we'll
One
get
day
it running.
it's gonna.
I've seen that Instagram page.
Yeah,
What's
we're
that
going to
about?
make like a collaborative. Well, we're still
Yeah.
probably going to do a collaborative creation agency.
Oh,
Yeah,
So,
like-
I dig
Yeah.
that.
Like imagine like a business coming to us and like we can do like
We
all
can
do
your
everything.
creative,
I
bro.
can see that 100% happening.
Yeah.
But like this whole like creative industry, like I don't well, not an industry, just the local community of like creatives. It's just it's nuts, man.
Becoming
like,
an industry.
yeah. It's like everyone is just so down for it. Like,
Yeah, well,
down-
that's what this is all about.
Exactly,
because
man.
we've seen that it's thriving so hard, like at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what
even
was
during the lockdowns, like everyone's getting creative, man,
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
their things. It's awesome. It's
well,
so good to
yeah.
see.
It was what was missing from this area. Because I mean,
Yeah,
around this
bro.
area, everyone just plays footy or that's it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
So
always so
boring,
chilled
bro.
out. Like my first year out of school
Like-
was such like a stormy like grey year for me. Like
Yeah.
I
not
just
knowing what to do. sort of
literally,
thing.
bro, it was like just doing uni just cause, like
Yeah.
just going out
No,
like
I
to the
feel
city
that.
on the weekend.
That's why I like fucked off to Europe. I was like, I need to like do something. Like I was like, like
yeah.
yeah, man.
Over
Like,
now. Make me jealous, man.
Oh, we'll get there, mate.
Have you travelled much?
Nah, bro, haven't done a thing, man.
Haven't
Astelle
travelled-
tour.
Yeah,
yo,
bro.
Astelle tour.
It's
Tell
actually
me.
my dream, like to like go around like Europe doing all the fashion shows and stuff.
Yo,
Like,
that would be so sick.
mm.
We were talking about
Astelle
that.
to
Like,
Europe.
I think ages ago, I remember we were saying we like, well, even like, well, we saw the gallery, but you were saying like we should get like one in like the bush and like do like a fashion
Yeah,
show. And,
yeah.
like
do,
a fashion
a-
bush tour
Yeah.
show.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, or
like,
something
I'd
like-
love to like be making
Clothing
t-shirts,
stores.
have like a little like freaking like
little runway.
little runway.
Yeah.
Get cosmeticize involved and everything.
Yeah, well, yeah. that's
All
what-
the locals.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
the locals, yo.
Should definitely suss that gallery thing and see
Yeah.
like something to do there.
100%, 110%, man.
Yeah.
Well, I guess another thing with like collaborating with people and stuff too. It's a good way to advertise yourself. Good way
Yeah.
to get your name out there,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
also a good way to get whoever you're collaborating with. It's also a good way to get their name out.
Exactly, bro. Like tapping into like that audience and just getting in their face for a
Social
bit.
networking.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
big,
it's grouse.
I guess. I don't know. I don't
Well-
know business, but I guess that's. I assume that's a big part of starting up a small company.
100%.
Yeah.
Just
It-
being consistent.
Is
And
that something you try to stay active in?
yeah.
Communicating with other people.
100%.
Yeah.
Like always, like every day, there's something to work on.
Yeah.
Try to make it a tiny bit better every day.
Yeah, nice man.
Well, do you know what's good? It's like a lot of the times when we do the shoots and stuff, we're doing something productive, but we're having fun. Like remember,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
OG one at the start of the year. Joe was there, and everyone. We went to the bowling alley.
Oh.
We were bowling, and it's like we're all having a grouse time, but we're
That's
just
when I
taking
fell in love with
videos
this
and
stuff,
like.
man.
Yeah, man,
I
like-
think
Yeah.
that was when it just came together that
That
day.
was sick,
like
man.
I remember like before that, I was like, fuck. Do you reckon anyone will buy this? And you're like, yeah, maybe. And I'm like, oh, I could just die. Like, I'm like, get the fashion shoot on. I'm like texting everyone, like, oh, please come to this shoot. And like,
Yeah, and then-
actually, everyone came.
Yeah,
You
that was
guys-
awesome.
You guys shouted us to play arcade games for the
Oh,
whole night and
yeah,
play
yeah.
bowling.
Yeah,
like, dude,
bro,
that was
it was fucking
sick.
sick.
that was,
Yeah.
That
fucking
was
sick,
the
man.
best night.
So
yeah.
as soon as that happened, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, thanks.
And then we're all
Estelle, I'm
just-
part of the family.
And we're just creating the whole night. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I brought my cameras down, taking photos. We had the dad cam going.
Right.
So
Still
you made
having
that a
fun
sick
with
little
it.
edit.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I reckon
yeah.
that edit would have, that went off tap. Like, everyone would have fucking fucked that so hard.
Yeah,
They'd be
yeah.
Like, oh, this is sick,
Yeah,
man."
yeah.
Like,
Bro, I still look at the photos all the time.
They're
like,
amazing.
Like,
They're so
I
good.
always just go up to my phone, just go through them and go like, wow.
yeah,
We did that.
They're pretty good if I don't say so
Yeah,
myself. But, okay, but like, nah, but that was sick. Even the film ones always go hard as well.
I remember I like
took
left,
so many good
I
film
left
ones.
my roll of film at home and I was like to my older sister, I was like, please, you got to drive down,
Yeah.
drop this
Oh,
off.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, this. I'm missing out so much like valuable
She
footage and
dropped
stuff
off the
here.
film for you.
She came. She just like it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and she
Yeah.
just like
Coming in clutch.
yeah, she was just at my house with like a little baby boy, and she was just like, no, we gotta deliver the goods.
Oh, bro, I remember
yeah.
too.
Is that
That
your
was
little
like,
nephew?
Yeah.
I was like when I just got that little 2000s digital camera, and I was like fucking with that heaps. It was,
Yeah,
like, so funny as well,
yeah.
you know, like,
Looks so great.
had heaps of different looks that night. Had a
Mm.
lot to choose from. It was like a content farm that night. It was
Yeah,
great.
it was grouse
That
night.
was so
The
much
But it was
first
just super
shoot, yeah.
fun. Yeah.
And that's really important to your company, I reckon. To your little
Yeah.
to Astelle is getting everyone together and having fun with it. Pretty much,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, straight up.
And getting, everyone that's supporting it, getting everyone together and rocking it.
Like all the shoots and the videos, they're just like so good. Like
Yeah.
you can tell like we're having fun with it, man.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
from like every shoot's been just like a good night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's what it's about, is just having fun with it
Yeah.
and just enjoying it, you know?
Yeah. It's like work and stuff can be just what you want it to be.
I was actually
That's it.
Yeah.
that was one of the next questions I was going to ask you. Like, how do your shoots usually operate? But so do you plan them, or did you sort of get us all to meet there that night? Do you plan your shoots, or is it all sort of do
Like-
we just wing it?
Hey, I'd say look, they're happy accidents.
Yeah, bro.
They are, dude.
I
They
say
are.
we try to like
Always
put-
happy.
like me and Jackson come up with ideas and we try to put as many things in place that can like sort of work and just see what
Yeah.
happens from there. Like I remember we brought like all those like hectic lights like that one on the side of that like backdrop like
Yeah.
like some space effect, and they didn't work as well as we wanted them to, but like everything else just sort of went to plan and that sort of thing. And
Everything just kind of falls into
yeah,
place.
and we're like yeah, let's go to the arcade. And I didn't really know how it would go, but it just worked, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that was so fun.
Yeah.
That was such a good night, man. That shoot.
Yeah.
I want to do another one.
Yeah, yeah,
When are we
well-
doing our next one?
2 weeks, I reckon.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
boy.
Well, I was gonna
For all
say-
that stuff.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I haven't
Or
done
this
an
new
Estelle shoot yet. I'd be
Yeah.
so down
Oh,
for
yeah,
an
yeah.
Estelle
Okay.
shoot.
Bro, with how like good this looks on you, I think
with
it's
how
a
good this
must.
feels on me,
Yeah.
man.
Get the
Oh,
B-side
yeah.
local on the Estelle.
B-side
We need-
local.
we
We're
need- we
already
need the-
models.
We need the Jesus look in it, Josh.
Go get the Jesus look.
You know, with the hair out,
Hair
like.
down, I'll get some sandals on and everything.
Yeah.
Gotta
Can't
get
water into wine
You
and
gotta
shit.
get righteous with it, you know what I mean?
Hey, that water will definitely be wine.
That water
Actually,
will
not
just be
it'll
wine from
beer.
the start. It'll be a culty. That's
Yeah.
what it'll be.
Make an Astelle robe just for Josh.
If you can make like an
Daddy
Astelle,
Mexi.
an Astelle velvet Daddy Mexi robe, I'll come. I'll do a come. Like I'll do it. I'll bust a nut. I swear to God, bro. Like it'll be so sexy.
Wait, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Look out for it. The fucking
Can you please make a robe for Josh?
Daddy Mexi robe's coming.
Bro,
Embroidered Daddy Mexi.
Daddy Mexi.
Bro, we just brought out a new embroidery machine, me and Jackson.
Oh,
we just like
really?
invested and brought like
Oh,
a freaking
yeah.
big one, so we can do all our own shit now. We're like,
Oh,
we're not
dude.
like confined to like the supplier.
How does that even work, bro? An embroidery machine.
Oh man, it's too much for me, man. I'm like Jackson, set it up for
You have
me.
to like program it in a computer.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then,
yeah. There's like an
oh,
iPhone app and like,
Oh,
really?
God,
like it does
man.
the stitches for you and
Oh,
stuff.
shit.
But like,
That's pretty fried.
it's like the threads go through so many like
Were these
different
done
things.
on it?
Nah, not these ones. We got these.
Oh, okay, alright.
We got
yeah.
these done by our man, Mr. Shanti.
Oh, Mr. Shanti. Oh yeah, we picked. Oh yeah. Try the. I didn't click for a second.
Shout out
yeah.
Shanti,
Yeah, local.
our embroiderer.
I do. Well, it's even going to be more original now that you're doing it from home.
Yeah.
It's going to be more.
I'm
unique.
gonna actually make the Daddy Mexi.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
if you make
Daddy
Daddy
Mexi
Mexi,
collection.
it's literally gonna be in every single one of my Instagram videos.
Yeah.
Like it's
every
gonna happen.
every shoot, we just got to get a Daddy Mexi in it, even if he's like hidden in the corner.
Even
or
if I'm
something.
just hiding in the corner, fucking not doing anything, I'll do it.
We'll like do like a spotlight on you, and then we'll all be around. You can go like.
I'll be
you know,
arms spread,
Messiah,
fucking
you
Jesus
know.
looking.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I'd
dude.
love to do like a creative photo, like at the spotlight behind
Done.
him or something.
I'm
So
so,
funny,
down
bro.
for that. Sick. Well, book that in. I'm excited.
Well, so far, Spencer, like, everything sounded very smooth. Like, everything's been operating well and how you planned it. Have you had any, like, challenges along the way?
Oh.
Or even since the pandemic, like, dude, like, shipping and all that
Oh boy,
shit?
oh boy.
Oh boy, strap in.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Nah.
What challenges have you
All right,
had?
look, I'll start with the pandemic. I reckon, in all honesty, like I don't know how it goes, but I reckon the pandemic has been a good thing for Astelle,
Yeah.
not for
For
anything
creative.
Yeah, of course.
Is it
Yeah.
beneficial for you?
Exactly, bro. Because I remember.
Online shopping.
Yeah. Those government payments, man.
That's video week. That's it. Dropping all that on the
Yeah, cheers down.
So I'm
Never
sort of-
working again, bro.
So I'm sort of scared for like now that all that's ending, but
Yeah.
like back to the pandemic, right? Like I remember like second year uni, I was doing like my economics degree. Bro, that first semester was just like fucked. Like I was like working from home, like doing it from home.
Yeah.
Like
fuck
literally like nearly failed like everything. And then I was like, man, like I can't do this. I can't do
Yeah.
another semester of that. Like I'm either gonna have to defer or like do something else. And I was like, I do nothing. I don't want to defer. Like
Yeah.
like I'll actually just like
Stuck in that. Don't know what to do.
yeah, literally. I'll
Yeah.
just like wake up and just sit in bed all day. So I remember the next semester, I enrolled for all these art units at uni, and like I remember there was so much pushback from like my like tutors and stuff. Like, oh, are you sure? Like, you want to do that as an elective? Like, you're in the business school,
Are you sure you want to do arts as an elective?
bro. Literally.
It's like,
so-
yeah, I want to do something.
And I was like, I had to
Sorry.
explain my position. I had to like lie and stuff and like
Yeah.
whatever. But I eventually got through and did these two art subjects. One was like creative drawing, and I was doing like
Yeah.
all these charcoal drawings and stuff.
Dude, bro, it's so funny.
We're doing,
I fuck with that.
and going from like freaking quantitative methods to like that.
Were you drawing like naked people in
Bro,
the room?
bro,
and shit?
over Zoom, like just like dudes like doing like all these poses and stuff, and like ladies like in their houses and
This
stuff.
charcoal's gonna make your
Straight
muscles
up from the
pop,
movie.
bro.
Bro, so like I was like there doing like hour sessions, and I just drew so much. Like every day I was just drawing, and I was like, I love this so much, man.
Yeah, nice.
And when I was working on that, that's when I hit up Jackson, and I was like, bro, like we could start a brand. Like I didn't know anything, man. Like you say like all this stuff I do now, but I didn't know a thing. I was
Yeah.
like how does one do that? Like I didn't know anything.
You knew how to shred a guitar, but what about with editing and everything?
Bro,
You
yeah, didn't know a single thing.
Yeah.
Like Adobe, like what's that? Like didn't know a thing. And so I invited Jackson over, and he's like, oh, bro, so like I have this thing called Illustrator. I'm like, he showed me Illustrator, like,
Ah, yeah.
and then I'm like trying to use the pen tool, and I'm like, what the hell, man? Like how? And he's like, bro, just keep, you'll get it eventually. And then like he like sends me like Illustrator files, and like I would send him all my designs, right, and they were like so trash, but he'd fix them up and make them like
Yeah.
fresh.
Oh shit.
And like So while I'm like doing my uni drawings, I'm like learning like Photoshop and like Illustrator as well.
Well,
And
it's like
It's just all YouTube tutorials.
Bro,
anyone that's
learn.
used Adobe Illustrator, like it's hard to use. Like you showed me like a little bit of it, and yeah, it's fucking
Huge like curve, but like
yeah.
that was the beauty of like getting the Adobe suite, right? Because it's all connected, like it all sort of works together.
Yeah.
So something you learn in like the editing software is the same to like the effects software and Photoshop and Illustrator. And like I remember, mate, I was just like in love with Adobe. Like the power of like those programs,
Yeah,
those
man.
design programs was just nuts.
Especially when you like collaborate them all together.
Yeah.
Different things across all the platforms.
Yeah. So like Jackson sort of taught me how to use all that stuff, and you know we just sort of launched it, and it was good. Yeah, we worked on fries. But back to what you're saying about problems. Oh man,
Yeah, challenges.
bro, you should see like in my garage there's like a pile like this high of like all the t-shirts that are fucked up, like,
All
like
the
with
defects.
ink splatters on them, or
Yeah.
like
Oh, no.
like the ink like bloody goes over it, or like I printed like the
That's
fattest
That's
thing,
what we want to hear,
bro.
though.
I printed like the best thing ever. Like I did like this 4-color design, right? But then as I take it off the printing press, there's a tiny bit of ink on my finger.
Oh,
So up here there's just like a big like
Oh, no.
there's just like a big
Oh.
and you can't get that out, man.
Oh,
Like literally in the corner next to like my like washout area, there's just like this many t-shirts that are all like they're like almost perfect, but they're all a little bit fucked
just
up.
little defects sort of thing.
Dude, maybe
Oh,
one
no.
day those will be worth an absolute fortune.
Oh, maybe.
You never know.
Or like,
Hold on to 'em.
or I just use them to like clean my screens and stuff, clean the ink off.
Yeah, the Astelle rag collection.
Yeah, dude.
But like that's just one side of it. That's just me making the t-shirts, man. Like loading stuff online. Like there's always stuff that goes wrong with the website, and like sometimes people's like extra money goes through and stuff, and then I got to refund them, and like we
Just all
use
those things that you don't even think about.
The background shit.
so many
yeah.
things, and like and just like coordinating everything, because there's like so much to do. Like I'll print all the tees and stuff, but then we got to do the sew tags, and like
Yeah.
we sew them ourselves. Like
Oh, you sew them
yeah,
yourselves?
literally, man. Like
Oh.
I get my grandma to help me out. Like,
really?
she's like the
That's
best,
adorable.
man. We're
That's
like,
sick.
Shout out Spencer's grandma. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. It's
Carol.
a family business.
It
It
is
is family.
full-
You are
fully-
part of the family.
Fam.
all the
Astelle
family.
house.
Yeah, it's actually a house, man. Like,
Yeah,
but, like
man.
with packing, like Jackson and me do the most of it, but like my family will get involved when there's heaps of orders, and
Yeah, that's sick.
you know, it's so many things, man.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, it's the same with the shoots. Like you get friends to come and help shoot and
Yeah.
everything, and model your clothes and stuff.
yeah, oh, it's
It
so
is-
yeah.
It's
It's all
literally
a community. It's all a family.
the Astelle house, motherfucker. That's what it is.
Straight up. But
Sick.
like I really like have a thing. Just don't let the problems get to you. Like just keep on keeping on, and just
Yeah.
like don't like fucking get like down by that stuff. It's gonna happen no matter what you do.
And then again, where's the fun without the challenges?
Exactly,
That's
man.
it.
Bro,
It can be
exactly.
boring without the challenges.
Oh
you know?
man, there'll be nights where like I'm printing, because like there's all heaters and stuff to dry the ink. It's hot as, and I'm sweating and stuff's going wrong. But you just gotta like hang in there and just push through.
Yeah, there's definitely quotes for that. Can't think of them.
Some sort of motivational
Tumblr quotes,
shit.
like
Cue Tumblr insert quote. You know those ones that hang on the wall, like every mum in the house.
yeah.
Live, love, laugh, or whatever it
keep
is.
calm.
Something to
Carry
the
on.
moon. Fucking
calm before the storm, and stuff like that.
Some
yeah.
Estelle, it's a family household. Shoes off.
The
the
road,
family brand.
the road less traveled.
Birkenstocks off. Spence.
Yeah, shout out Bear.
Shout Burks.
Yeah.
Collab. Burke
Oh,
and Astelle.
I would love to print on Burks, like do some
That'd be
crazy
so
shit
sick.
with
Yeah. What have you got? Well, like, what have you designed so
Birkenstell.
far for all the viewers and stuff?
for
Like, what have you designed? So, like, because like here we've got some tees.
So yeah, like
And we've got some hoodies. What else do you do, man?
so like we're pretty much like a t-shirt and hoodies brand, like, but I don't want to keep it that way. I definitely want to branch out and do,
Oh, you did the
do
hats.
more things.
Yeah, you
You
did
did the hats.
So we always do like, you know, tote bags,
Yeah.
hats, and like
Yeah.
as much variation with all the hoodies and stuff. But we're looking to sort of do a bit of like overseas manufacturing. It just takes so long back and forth and expensive to get
Expensive,
samples
yeah.
and minimums
Well,
and
how's
stuff.
all your manufacturing at the moment? Like,
Pretty good. We've
it's
got
all because I know it's all like environmentally friendly,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Like, it's
people are happy to support.
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's not like a thing that like it's saving the world or anything. Because at the end of the day, it's all bad. But like
Yeah.
we do what we can to like make it as like, you know, good
Ethical as-
as ethical as possible.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, absolutely.
we've got a dope supplier in Portugal that just gets the job done.
Oh,
like
awesome.
Hey.
like they're pretty good. Like they're like, because I think it's like such high, like it's high quality stuff.
It
It's,
is.
Um.
That's what I was saying earlier, man. How like it feel like when I was saying skate shops and shit. Like it
Yeah,
feels
yeah,
like it looks like the stuff. It feels like the stuff, dude. It is high quality
Yeah,
shit.
straight up, it
Yeah.
is, and I'm pretty proud of that. But
Yeah,
so
so you
it's
should
not
be.
it's not the same as like, you know, buying like a cheap like $5 t-shirt from like a wholesaling company. It's like, you know, it's a bit of back and forth, and
Yeah.
they're pretty good. Like, well, we did like a huge pre-order drop, and like it always takes them a little bit to like make and send the stuff over, but like for the pre-order drop it was straight away, like next week.
Yeah.
Like
Damn.
it was
It's cool that you
in
can do
Melbourne.
that now. You can do pre-orders now that you're like
Yeah.
established enough. You can
Yeah.
just be like, you guys know what's up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what the quality's like. You know you're gonna get what you fucking buy.
Why
like,
do you pre-order? Is it so the time you get it, you can post it
well, it's
straight
like
away?
because
or-
normally because it's like you don't like buy everything beforehand, and then you might not sell all of it. It's
Mm,
like it's
mm.
like
Oh,
it's
okay.
like so literally like
So
you're
you
only
sort of
making
estimate-
what you're selling.
Yeah.
You sort of estimate how much.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a more better way to run our business, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
I know, like it's a bit awkward to, you know, juggle people's money for like a few weeks and them not get something. But at the end of the day, it allows us to like do more variations, because we like if we went to like a different supplier, we might have to buy like 300, 500 hoodies of one color. But
Yeah.
if we pre-order them, we can just do like 4
Because
different
you
colors.
know the
Yeah.
numbers, like because like with the earlier drops, you had to just kind
Exactly,
of
bro.
like and you just had all these like extras.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's like
Some things don't
Yeah.
sell as well as like other things do, and like we can sort of like tell what will work, but you're never gonna get it exactly right.
I guess that's another one, like another challenge of yours.
Exactly.
Seeing what sells, seeing what doesn't.
Exactly.
Seeing what the people like.
Exactly,
Seeing what the
man.
family likes.
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
children.
dude. Yeah, dude. Fuck
But
yeah.
yeah, pre-order just works, man. Like, you know, people like it works for us as business, allows us to grow the best as possible, and just get out there what works and what is like fire.
Yeah. Have you got any other like to make anything else?
Yeah. We actually got some big stuff coming in the future. Like, so as I was mentioning, I've spoken a lot about Jackson, Mr. Cowden.
Yeah.
He actually studies fashion design.
Oh,
and,
really?
oh, I didn't even know that.
Fuck
Yeah.
that's sick.
So he's like a year behind me in uni because he had a gap year. So
Shout out
We're-
to you, Jackson. We
yeah.
gotta get you on, homie.
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out
Yeah.
to Jackson.
he's like crazy into high end sort of stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like a bit different to me coming from like skater roots and like, you know, just like
Target.
that sort of stuff. Yeah, man. Champion Kmart back like
Rebel
15 years
Sport.
ago. Yeah.
Sport. Rivers.
Yes.
Rivers was the go.
This man's wearing fucking Birkenstocks now. He's stepping up in the world.
Yeah, we're getting there slowly, man. But
Yeah,
so like so Jackson's been working on like we're doing these like denim jackets. Like sort of like
Oh,
Carhartt
okay.
inspired. He's done like this like female dress, which is like the same sort of pattern.
Yeah.
As well, we've just been working on like trying like new different things with
Different
t-shirts.
garments,
Like
yeah.
yeah. Like we're just seeing what we can do, man. Like I'm looking at getting some shorts made overseas, and you know,
That'd be cool.
you know things are just like happening and slowly moving. But we're trying to branch out, man. Be more like a fashion house
Yeah, that's sick, man.
Absolutely.
than just a t-shirt and hoodie brand. Like it's sick what it is now, but I really
Yeah,
want
because
to grow
people
it.
just love the little things too.
Bro,
Like it's always the
100%.
extra little bits that go a long
Mm.
way and
Uh,
stuff.
I love your designs. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
absolutely love your
We'll
designs.
show these in a sec. We're gonna
Yeah.
show these
Yeah,
off.
we've got a bunch up here, but I was going to
Or-
ask you,
Like,
what's your
you ask
favorite?
Alright.
I'm gonna show these off.
Show them off
Yeah.
while I ask, what's your
Show the
favorite
camera.
design?
Dude, my favorite thing I've ever done is definitely this Carhartt, like
This one
bootleg.
right
Okay, so
here.
this, yeah, so
Carhartt.
explain this. Explain
Bro,
this.
since I can screen print all my own stuff, I bootleg so much stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I bootleg that many things. Like, I get like all like those old like dope as Nike t-shirts.
Hell yeah.
Like there's like this like famous like Dennis Rodman t-shirt where he's, like it's like his coloured hair and like a photo of him. I like made a bootleg of that,
What
just
the
in like
hell?
these like crazy colours and like I just love bootlegging
So
stuff.
Bootleg. Explain to us what bootlegging
Ah.
is. Is that just like that's not?
Because these aren't like
ripping it
these aren't like that's not like an official.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. That's just
Yeah.
what I meant
It's
for like
just-
me,
just-
off?
man.
That's
yeah.
a little bit of fun.
It's bootlegs like just ripping off the establishment, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess kind of ripping it off, but you're kind of putting your own spin to this. Sort
Yeah.
of
Well, the actual stuff,
bootleg
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The actual stuff he sells all original, but,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
but you're just saying, yeah, it is fun to just like
Yeah.
fuck around, make your own shit.
I have to like
Is that how you practice, Spencer? You bootleg things?
Yeah, no, literally, bro. I reckon that looks pretty tough.
Yeah, it
Like,
does.
if I saw that in like a store, I'd be like, "Fuck
Wait,
yeah!"
look,
Hell
look.
yeah.
I low key like reckon
Proper
if you like knew the Carhartt, I swear he'd be like, yes, like he would fuck with it. Like,
Mr. Carhartt, yeah.
Yeah.
All over it.
Yeah, so this design, I actually didn't design this design. Like, I sort of came up with these dudes, right? But I got another shout out to my girl Jackie. She's a graphic designer from Melbourne, and
cool.
she's an amazing illustrator. Like, she like kills it. And for the Earth collection, I sort of sent her some ideas what I was working on, and she came back with all these dope like graphics, and I was like, yeah, man, let's roll with that. So she pretty much designed the bulk of that collection.
Yeah.
Like she like killed her. Her name's Jackie Rutner.
Shout out.
Tag her in the show notes.
Sick.
Yeah.
She's the best. She's like a crazy good illustrator. I'm so glad to have her on the team, I guess.
So that's what you've got help with along the way, I guess, like designing different logos for
literally, bro.
different drops.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the beginning, I sort of did like most of like the design work, like me and Jackson back and forth. But like now we can branch out and just those people are better drawers than me. Like I'd say I'm like good on coordinating stuff and that sort of thing. But there's just better artists out there than me.
So is it a team or is it more like homies who have come together?
Homies.
Yeah,
homies.
it.
At the end of the day, yeah. Definitely, like, just like everyone we reach out to, like they're all homies. Like.
Oh yeah.
They're all just like the best. Like we love them as people. Like,
all from this area as well, or do you have like international?
Not any really international, to be honest. It's mainly just all people from Melbourne, like friends of friends, really.
Keeping it local. That's
like,
what we love.
I got like a friend from uni named Manuka, and she was like, "Yo, you got to check out my friend's art," and I was like, "Whoa, this is sick. Do you reckon she'd do some stuff for me?" And I was like, yeah. And that's how the ball got rolling. Yeah,
wicked, man.
Yeah, no, she's like wicked. Like it's so good to have her.
It's like what we were talking about earlier, how like collaborating with people and then getting people to help out with designs and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that something you do for most of your work? Would you get someone to draw up a design and then get someone to print it?
I guess. Yeah. Like I guess in the beginning it was mainly like sort of us running the show, but like. For going forward, like I definitely it'll just be better for getting other people in and like actually building a team, like going from homies to like a school, like a little team, like
a proper team.
It's tough, like because like the budgets and stuff like can permit it, like you can't get like people like all the time. It's only like a little bit of work here and there. Like I'd love to build a team and have people helping out, but like whenever I need help, Gerard's always there. Or like I've always got friends to help, like move stock around. Like everyone's so keen for it. Like it's just like a dope thing.
I guess it's also good that like you've learnt along the way too, using Adobe for example.
Yeah.
And as you said, you've just got this embroidering machine.
Yeah.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be pretty crazy. We still haven't figured it out yet though. We're still like we're like trying to figure it out. Like the needles were breaking and like it's just going nuts. But we're getting there.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see what you do with that embroidering machine.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what other things you come out with in the future. Like talking about that. Do you have any ideas for the future?
Bro,
see Astelle going?
Yeah. Like long term, would love to do like actual like pieces and like really be like a cohesive fashion brand.
Hell yeah, something like Supreme or.
I wouldn't say there's sort of like a new wave sort of at the moment of like there's like more boutique brands that aren't like not really hyped, but it's just like
more bougie.
More bougie sort of brands, high class sort of shit.
I think as a brand we'd like to sell like a look, like not just like a t-shirt or hoodies. It'd be like certain type of pants, like working with like the Birkenstock sort of things or like whatever,
that trendy sort of look,
Yeah. Sort of develop a bit of an Astelle look, but like there's heaps of brands that like I aspire to be like. Man, there's so many good brands out there.
Shout out a couple.
My favorite
brands.
Hands down would be Amy Leon Dior. It's like this like New York sort of like they did this like collaboration with New Balance where they released all like this. If I showed you the photos, you'd be like, oh yeah, I've seen that stuff. They're like orchestrating the whole like fashion movement.
Oh shit, where are they based?
Where are they? Yeah,
New York.
New Yorkies? Yeah.
New York, and they're heaps like like all about looking back on the past and like old music, and they post like the best photos.
Keeping it retro.
Yeah. I love like heaps of girl brands. Like I love like Sporty and Rich and like like Mr. Winston and stuff.
Yeah.
Like what all they're doing. Like I reckon that stuff's sick.
Yeah, dude.
Like it's actually just good pieces that because they're sort of hard to come by. Like a really good trusted brand that sells good stuff.
I reckon it's cool how you're sort of respecting the streetwear scene, and then it's also more bougie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a cross between both.
Yeah, and it's ethical. And it's ethical. That's a huge thing that people look out for.
It's what everyone's after.
The best thing is like using like teas that are made with like minimum wage countries.
Yeah.
All the inks like plant based, so it like can degrade properly. Like when
really?
we're getting
plant-based ink?
Yeah. It's actually called water based ink, but like it wasn't even like intentional.
It's asteroid-based ink then, if water's from the asteroids. Yeah. It's
space age ink, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Plasma.
Space ink, straight up.
Astelle Universal.
And that's the water-based ink's a good one.
Hurry up.
Waiting for it.
Separate episode. It's just me by myself.
Need a
just
whole
talking about
episode
Star Wars.
dedicated just for you and your Star Wars, literally.
Oh, that's so cool. You're very ethical then.
Yeah. It's like we try to be as good. Like we sell our garments in boxes, so it's like we're not like the most like ethical ever, but it's like in things that are most important, like we
It's
definitely
something you
try
care
to, like,
about. Which if you care about it, then
oath.
Bro, that's another big thing, bro. Your packaging and bro, that's like a massive thing because you have you get like when you get like an Astelle product, you get the box, you get a little instruction manual, comes with a cool little tag.
Yeah.
Like, explain that whole thing because
Right.
that's what makes like it's like it
I
feels
love
like
that, and I feel like that's
yeah.
Oh yeah,
big thing.
it's definitely huge. That is purely from Jackson's high fashion influence.
Yeah.
Like that is
You get all the
100.
little extra trinkets.
Yeah,
it's
exactly, bro. Like,
so it makes it feel more professional.
bro, as I said, like I come from like my mum is like so tight with money, so like spending big money on a t-shirt, like it still takes me a lot to do that.
Yeah.
So like I'd never brought a high-end fashion piece or like a high-end like thing until like I never really even have. I've seen bits
Yeah.
and pieces.
I've never bought anything like crazy expensive.
Yeah.
But Jackson's like got a few things, and like the packaging that stuff comes in, it's like this like box. It's like an iPhone. Like the box falls out
Louis Vuitton
perfect.
stuff.
Yeah. We love this brand called Outer Era. They're like this like Korean brand.
Yeah.
I've done like collabs with Puma and stuff. Like the package arrived, bro, and he like opened it, and I was like, oh my god! It was just a little bag, and it like came in this sick box. Had like film like from their like video shoot that they did, like cut in the box. Like
Really?
came with like a movie poster because it was like a movie sort of theme.
Yeah.
Little stickers, little keyring, and I was like, man, it's like Christmas, bro. Like
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like it's Christmas right now.
Get on Christmas.
Yeah.
That's
and
the
open that, eh?
unboxing experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was like blown away when I just literally bought this like t-shirt and then I was like, oh shit, like damn. It had like this little card in it with like the shoot we did.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Any
yeah.
little
It was sick.
characters on it and stuff.
Yeah.
So
all
what
of
do you put in your box? So
Alright,
What's
so
in the box?
what's
firstly-
a typical Astelle package
Alright,
contain?
firstly, say if you get it shipped to you, right?
Yeah.
You it comes in like it's like a shipping bag. You rip open the shipping bag, and then you pull out the box, and on the box I screen print the boxes.
Oh,
I should have brought one to show you.
this
to, like,
is what I mean,
screen
everyone.
print
Like
the
it's
boxes?
so
That
everything's
is so cool.
everything's so unique and hand done by Spencer himself.
All the Astelle logos. Like I've been in the shed, like just printing like 1,000 boxes one night. Like literally, like
Yeah,
Putting in that goddamn
boxes of
work,
boxes up
man.
to here.
Putting
Like just
in the
like
work.
do it. I always like take time lapses and stuff, but like I never post them or anything. But so yep, you open the box, screen printed box. Sometimes I'll screen print something in like inside the box, like I don't know, like thank you for buying or whatever, but what takes way too long. Anyway, so you got like your hoodie, and then we have like a little owner's instruction
I
manual.
love that.
yeah.
Like
Like,
I love that.
So cool.
Bro, like people like the advantages of washing your clothes properly and like not killing them in the dryer makes
not
them last.
shrinking them,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
changing
Yeah.
the colour and shit.
Yeah, so we just chuck that in there, just like fold it inside out, use this sort of water,
Yeah.
don't iron on,
So
whatever.
smart, man.
It's
And-
common sense on a piece of paper that someone can read.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's good.
Well,
Yeah, really
not
good.
many people know how to wash their goddamn clothes
It's
right.
bro, I didn't know.
that's
I
right.
didn't know.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
thanks for the advice,
Yeah,
Spencer.
yeah. So you got your little owner's manual. We'll chuck in a sticker or two. Like,
Yeah.
stickers are expensive. Shout out to brands that do stickers. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. We haven't got like a total like out there supply yet, so we just get made locally, and like it's expensive.
Yeah.
Like you'd think they'd be a few cents, but like to
couple of
you know,
$100 for a few hundred stickers.
people got to like cut them out themselves, got to like laminate them themselves. So like shout out to brands that do stickers.
The manual labour.
But a few stickers. We always do like include like a little like a print from like the shoot or whatever.
I
just
noticed
something
that.
Like,
I love that.
yeah, a little like cardboard sort of print.
Yeah.
And like we do like these like little dope transparent hang tags.
Yeah, they're really cool.
That was
those
stolen
ones.
from Kanye West. Like that's what he does with his sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Fuck with that.
Just
Yeah.
the little like the strings like.
Yep.
What would you call that? Just that.
The
colour.
twine
The
sort of,
twine,
yeah, yeah.
It's just really like earthy. It's
And
cool.
and the best thing to top it off is we
Yeah.
have like this like special cologne that we put on everything.
Oh,
A
yeah,
cologne?
yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
It's
No
like it's like this
way.
like dope cologne we found, and it just smells insane. So, like,
Really, you spray all your
Yeah.
clothes?
Yeah.
Oh.
When we're packing, we do a little.
That is so fresh.
Damn, bro.
Even more hands on. It's even got its own unique scent.
Look
and
at the
Astelle
detail.
clothing.
Bro, it is
Look
the
at
Astelle
this.
scent. Like that's what we
Yeah.
call it.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, man!
Turn into zombies or something.
Fucking start mutating.
Dude, that is such a good idea. I know when you sprayed them.
That's like straight up thinking out of the box type shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Out of the box, in the box.
Out of the
Yeah,
box,
yeah,
in the
it's-
box, yeah.
Literally. Yeah, it's those little things that like you just put in that little bit of extra work and just
And people appreciate
does
it.
you wonders.
You know?
Yeah.
Customers appreciate that sort of shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Damn, man.
Yeah, wow.
Well,
What do you think? What do you think it'll make it next, Spence? Have you got any more?
So we've got 2 collections in the works, right? So what you guys are wearing, like this sort of burglary collection.
Yeah.
We're doing like all these with this collection, right? Like we like to change it up sort of every time. And I was like, for this collection, I want everything could be in something like Fast Times or a skate store.
Yeah.
That's
We're going back to like the bloody.
Yeah, bro. This kind of gives me like Dime vibes.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, we're actually going like
Buttergood's vibes.
Buttergood's,
yeah.
Buttergood's.
Oh,
Yeah.
shout out
Yeah.
Butter Man. Oh, yeah.
Straight up.
yeah.
Get the butter
Like
shorts.
literally, man. Like I was like, we're going back to the roots for this one. I just want everything that could be like seen sick in a skates store. So like, I got my like, as I mentioned before, Jackie. I was like, told her what I wanted. So like, sent like a few like sketches and like ideas, and she came up with like all these sort of characters and stuff.
So who are these characters on here? Are these?
Bro, these are the 2 robbers. These are
They have
two
they're 2 heists
Yeah,
and planning the
they
heist.
have- Oh, yeah, he's
Not yet. But
Can we name them?
yeah. What should we call them?
Alright, let's name them. You gotta name them. You own these.
Oh,
you
yeah,
own
please.
these little owners.
They're yours, bro. They're
This is
the
Kramer.
people's.
Alright, we have Kramer on the left. Who's on the right?
Let's name this.
Dennis.
Kramer and Dennis?
Nikolai. This one's Mikolai. He's
Okay.
like a
Mikolai.
He's like
Mikolai.
a Russian.
He's a Russian.
Yeah,
He's a Russian robber.
He's
You gotta have
he's
the
going for
crazy
the
Russian
diamond.
in
He's
it.
going
Kramer,
for
yeah.
the diamond in the museum.
He's like just the evil mastermind. This is like his mate. He's roped
Yeah,
in. He's just like
he's just the
He's
fucking
the
dumb.
dumb
It's
Kramer.
Ocean's 14
Ocean's 14.
with Kramer and Mikolai.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
the silly sidekick.
Like,
Yeah. He's gets roped.
fuck Brad Pitt and George Clooney is.
Yeah, no, they're trash compared to Kramer and Mikolai.
These boys, yeah.
Well, that's cool. So every piece of clothing, do you try to go for a different scene? Like
Yeah.
A different, what do you call it? Like a different
Scene? A
Yeah, different scene. I guess.
Yeah.
Like this
Different
is,
demographic sort of thing.
So these
Definitely.
are like robbers going to rob a bank or something.
Yeah. All the designs are sort of a bit like that. Like
Yeah.
we actually like made this beanie. Like we're getting it made right now.
Oh,
Right.
what?
Awesome.
The
Like,
beanie that
That is cool.
Kramer's rocking.
Yeah.
Holy
It's gonna have
shit.
like a little Astelle like diamond on it. So like
That is so fresh.
yeah. All the stuff's getting made at the moment. But so that all graphic sort of just like
Yeah.
OG.
Because what I noticed about your last drop, it was all like natural colours. Like
Yeah.
you used the dark greens, you used the browns,
Mhm.
the sandy sort of colours.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
that was cool. Is that something that you want to do with future garments and stuff?
Yeah,
You want to
yeah.
set a certain scene?
That's another like taking a leaf out of high fashion's book. I know a lot of brands do it, but it's like everything collection. Firstly, doing a collection. Like we don't really do like pieces on the weekly or stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean about your drops. Like you've got a different scene every one. Yeah.
So
Different
like
collections.
yeah, exactly, and it's so good like that. Like you're always working towards a new goal, and like we're gonna do like a robbery video, like a little 40-second
Yeah.
video,
Yes.
and it was like I said color purple, color yellow, and like a pinch of like red in there,
Yeah.
and like that's exactly what that happened.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
But
So you work with a lot of colours then, eh?
bro, as I said, like started going back to when we wanted to call it pastel.
Pastel.
It was all about the
literally.
pastel colorway. We were just like, that's
I mean,
sick.
yeah, it's like literally, it's that.
Like that pastel
It's like
purple.
that off
yeah.
color.
Yeah.
But it's like sick.
It's like we're saying, man. The clinkers
Yeah.
and the good old
The clinkers
good old
colours.
chalk.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. Clinkers and the
man.
chalk.
Oh, that's yeah. That'd be so good in a photo. Like, so
You should
creative.
do that as like a theme.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
chalk. We should do so. We should right, do like a product shoot, and we just have like the chalks around like the the products.
Oh,
and like
You go back to
fucking-
your roots and do like a charcoal sort of. Like
Yeah, oh, like the charcoal drawing.
Charcoal drawing.
Some naked dude on it.
So some naked dude just
It's like a
posing.
boner, man. He's sitting next to a bowl of fruit.
Oh, bro, that was cooked,
He's like,
man.
he's like competing with the banana.
Oh, and that's another thing about Astelle. It's like it's all a bit humorous. Like,
Yeah, cool,
like all the
dude.
designs
That's
try
what you want.
to bring that funny character across in them.
Don't want it too serious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no way,
have
man.
fun
Like,
with it.
and we don't really fit into like a niche. Like, there's heaps like,
Yeah.
like it's like phrases in like a good niche, like with the techno sort of
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
the
yeah.
music. But we
The
don't
nightlife.
have that yet.
I feel like with you guys though, you fit into a whole bunch of
Well,
different.
yeah, that's the
niches.
differences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
Is it-
There is none.
We are the niche.
We are.
Oh yeah, you create your own niche.
The Batman trailer. I'm vengeance.
But yeah. It's good times. It's sick to be able to do that. Like I love doing a collection, like
Yeah.
with consistent and cohesive pieces.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's more professional doing it in like.
Yeah,
different-
yeah.
It's very it's very neat.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah, and we're lucky we can do that. Like it's purely, I reckon, because I screen print. I can screen print everything.
Speak.
Right. 55 minutes.
55
noticed,
minutes.
Anyway, I noticed you brought in all your records, man.
Yeah,
Tell us about
bro,
these.
bro.
Like,
Bring in a few
we
things.
wanted to set up because our other videos we haven't had anything hanging up, so we wanted to try something different for our podcast. So Spencer's brought in some of his records.
Yeah.
Tell us about these.
Yeah.
Man. What are
Oh,
these?
bro, music is like my everything.
Yeah.
Like
Music
not
is
even
life.
playing it, like just listening to it and just being like.
Little side fact. We used to play in a classic band. We would be huge by now, by the way.
Oh, bro, I
Ben,
think about it
back
every
up.
day.
Ben, if you're watching, dude, fuck you, dude, because we would be huge right now.
Yeah, man.
But
Fuck
Spencer,
it.
we used to play in a band back in the day, man.
Yeah,
so
yeah, we
very-
did. We
very-
used to. That's where it all started, man.
yeah,
Like,
music.
I think being into music and like diving headfirst into like a culture, like
Yeah.
it just changed like me as a person. I reckon, man.
Yeah.
And like,
So what do you got here?
bro, let's talk. Like, I love. I know there's a bit of like a stigma around people who get
Yeah,
vinyl
yeah.
and stuff.
Oh, no, but it's...
Yeah.
But I'm full not. I like my grandpa like gives me all these old vinyls. So,
Vinyl's
like,
the shit, bro. Like you
Mm.
can hang this up as artwork.
bro,
It's
I,
honestly fried, though, how vinyl outsold CDs the other year. Like,
Yeah.
mm.
Did that actually?
yeah.
Oh,
Because it's
shit.
like trendy and shit now.
Like, man, just having a vinyl album, like when I chuck it on, I just sit on my bed and like look at the cover and like read it and think about, bro, how was this made in 1966? Like,
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
like they had to cut this photo out and like he had to like draw or print that font himself or herself, whoever designed it. I think like records are actual like serious artworks, man. But
Mm.
I brought. We'll go through them.
Yeah, let's go through 'em, man.
Stevie Wonder, Inner Visions. Oh, this is like one of my favorite albums ever. And like, look how dope that like.
Look at that artwork.
Yeah.
So would you say that like vinyls have inspired you to sort of with some of your logos?
110%, man. I always like go
Oh,
through my record
They're
collection.
cool. They're like little
Mm.
pieces of art, man.
And,
Slash
like,
music.
Little
and
characters, yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
it
literally.
all is art. So.
It puts like, you know, like a story to the music in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
I'm always thinking these colours when I hear like Stevie
Yeah,
Wonder's
Stevie.
songs. I feel.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about the unboxing. It's all about that, like, physical experience.
Yeah,
Like,
this one's
you
great.
know.
Like this one, like gatefolding it. There's stuff inside of it coming out.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
It's like
Okay.
the aesthetic touch.
yeah, man. Magic Sam. This is like a blues guitar album. This is hands down one of my favorites
I
of all
love this-
time.
I love this cover. This is
Yeah, I love how like it's like how badly it's cut. Like,
Yeah.
like, I don't even know like what's going on here.
Yeah, bro.
It's like
Bro, no chroma keying back then.
Yeah,
man.
straight up, man.
No green screen, dog.
straight up,
They
bro.
did a raw back then, eh?
It's my favorite.
Our
Stella,
girl.
Stella
Beautiful.
Donnelly, the beautiful
She-
Stella.
absolutely stunner.
Mm.
Stunner.
Stella the
Yeah.
Stunner.
Stella,
Yeah.
yeah, Stella.
We
the
love
Stunner.
Stella. I actually met her and she signed that for me.
Got a
That's
sign
sick.
and everything.
Mm.
Wow.
Signed.
We love you, Stella.
And she's Aussie, eh?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, she's a
Shout
legend.
out to Stell.
Mate, Bob
Who else we
Dylan.
got?
Bob
We got the
Dylan,
classic.
like,
Bobby boy.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan, my favorite artist, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this album, Highway 61. Like,
This bloke.
wait,
Classic.
the thing is, all my musical friends,
Every song's a hit.
none of them. Wait, all my friends who are into music, none of them like Bob Dylan. they're so
Really?
ignorant, man. Like his voice
Well,
is
you
cool.
obviously don't like music.
mate, the amount of like
An
ignorant
absolute
muso friends.
musical
Yeah.
genius.
This is.
Oh, to each their own, but you're wrong.
Oh, this album's actually shit. Like his voice isn't that good. Fuck off.
Bro,
Like-
Beatles Revolver.
Yeah.
Oh,
Best album ever,
bro.
man. And look at that album cover, like,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
bro. I look at that like.
Look at that photo. Look, this is like what Spence does on Adobe Photoshop.
Mm.
Wait, is that what I want to see the front?
Spence actually did
Yeah.
that.
Spence actually did
That's
this.
actually
Bro.
his first album.
Bro.
His
Piece
first
of
work.
Favorite ever.
And then what do we got?
Band
here?
on the Run, Paul McCartney.
Band on the Run.
I just love this photo. Like, look how
Yeah.
dope that is, man.
It's like in an alleyway or something.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Like that's
Yeah,
like
that's so
burglary theme. Like that's a big thing. How I got this
Yeah,
burglary
oh, yeah.
theme inspired
Like
from.
the spotlight. and-
I guess that's like a subconscious thing. I've been listening to this so much recently, and it's like Band on the
Yeah, it's
Run,
just
like
come through and you haven't
like
even realised.
escaping, like in the spotlight.
There you go, man. Inspiration.
Mm.
Flowing through your subconscious.
Always, bro. Always, bro.
And
Like,
then-
yeah.
You
We can get rid of
We
the.
can hold
Yeah.
the phone and I'll do that.
Bro, this is probably one of my favorite albums
Simon
ever.
and Garfunkel.
absolute
Simon and
classic.
Everything about that album cover, like look at that photo, man. Like,
Yeah.
like and that the font and like the color,
love that
like that
era.
light blue.
Like the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood era.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
cool.
bro. Like
Simon and
Like the
Garfunkel.
80s sort of photo. Just
exactly,
looks
bro.
so
It's like
cool.
not a perfect photo. It's like a bit blurry.
Yeah,
Exactly.
There was
I-
like a
I
meme.
always-
No, there was like a meme. They're like, if
No,
you
no.
cut out his face, it's like he's got a big mustache.
No, wait.
Can I just show this?
Yeah.
Look at his
Stop
mustache.
fighting over Simon and Garfunkel.
If you cut out his face, it looks like a big mustache.
Yeah, also, who's It's Timon on the top.
Oh my god, that's Timon. Oh my
It's
god,
Timon.
it's Timon.
We always say that.
Holy
Like, it looks
shit.
exactly
Yeah.
like Timon, bro.
Didn't even
The
realize
the man from Europe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
like-
like homie.
Mate, these are my all-time. These
Timon
albums.
and Garfunkel.
Yeah, it literally is
Timon and Garfunkel.
Bro, it's actually it's literally fried out. It's like
That looks exactly like Timon. It's
the-
weird.
Does,
It's so weird.
Yeah, Timon, if you're watching this,
That's you.
that's
Since
you,
when
man.
did you make an album?
Mm.
Yeah, nice,
Ah,
man.
damn.
Well,
So you got a cool little collection there.
Oh, I
That's
got
real
it.
sick.
I love my collection. It's all mainly because my grandpa, like, he's handing them off to me every time I go
Handing
over
them
there.
down.
He like gives me a
Yeah.
few. He's like, yeah, just take them, add them to your collection, and
Oh,
that's like where that like exposure to music and just old school art, like
Yeah.
Mm.
people doing things,
solid art.
non-digital, like making moves.
Before
like,
Microsoft and Apple.
literally, bro. Like, of course those tools help us say, but this
Yeah.
was like, man,
Yeah, this was all
some
original.
bloke had to like choose the font that size and place them where they want to and ink
Yeah.
them and choose the colors. Like,
Like imagine doing
like-
that back then as well.
It's like OG kerning and all that stuff. Like,
literally.
it's not, yeah, you can't like set the like millimeter on Photoshop.
Yeah.
Like, fucking,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
you have to,
This
like,
guy had to
yeah.
make those decisions and like do it on that photo and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, dude, it is very interesting, isn't it?
Crazy.
How they designed everything.
Yeah.
Oh well,
Alright.
it sounds like Astelle's absolutely shooting for the moon, mate, and beyond.
Mm.
Yeah, we're trying our best, you know. We
Take it to Mars.
we love just like doing putting out work and doing good things.
Yeah, nice, man.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
the future's very exciting.
Yeah, it's been real interesting getting
Yeah, man.
getting an insight into the company, man.
Yeah, hearing a bit about it.
Absolutely, dude.
Nah.
It's been so cool.
The insights of Astelle.
Yeah.
What do you plan? Like, when's your next merch drop?
In about 2 to 3 weeks, I reckon all this sort of stuff should hopefully be
Nice.
rolling out. Like, oh yeah, seriously, I was gonna say like, thank you. Like, if anyone still made it through this far, like, thanks for buying and
Yeah.
seriously,
we
thank
think
you.
if anyone's spent it through this
Yeah.
far,
We
From
thank
Bside
you for
logo.
getting this
we
far.
think you as well. Because
No,
I don't know if
seriously.
anyone has.
It'll
Yeah,
probably
this
just
could
be
just be
us.
us just rambling. That's it.
It'll probably just be us rambling.
But nah,
bullshit.
seriously,
Yeah, nah.
shout out to all like the people who've gotten around it, and because it is a bit risky to buy from an Instagram page and
100%.
like something like there's no trust or anything there. Like, seriously, shout out to everyone who's brought something and just even like send us a DM or follows the page, just shout it out. Like,
I guess you can shout out,
huge respect.
like all the people that are supporting local. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know everyone's saying support local, but are people
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
shout
yeah.
out to everyone that's supporting
Seriously, everyone like you guys would know who you are. Like,
Yeah.
absolute legends. Like, it is a family. Like,
It is.
It's a family
totally like
at
that,
the end
man.
of the day, man. And shout out everyone who's helped you as well along the way.
Oh, honestly, man,
There's
I've
too
been
many
so
people.
I've been so like gifted, like with all the people around me, like since doing this since the past 2 years. Like, it's just been grouse to bump into people and work together and just do things. Like, even like me and Gerard and stuff. Like,
Yeah, man.
we weren't like mates like 2 years ago. Like,
yeah, bro. Through like all this shit, like through
Mm.
Fraser and yeah,
Mm,
man.
Same with Fraser.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Like,
awesome.
we all are finding our people and finding our things slowly.
Well, that sense of community.
Well,
Right,
have you got a
exactly.
website, Spencer, for Astelle?
Yeah, we actually just brought the new domain.
Oh, awesome.
Astelle.com.au.
.au as
Yeah,
well.
it used to be
Cool.
Astelle.house or store, but we changed it to Astelle.com.au.
Beautiful.
We'll chuck that down in the
Yeah, plug
description.
everything you like your
Yeah.
what's your
Instagram?
Instagram page?
Instagram, Astelle.house. Facebook, same thing. Twitter, don't really use it, but same thing.
Oh, you got a Twitter?
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that uses Twitter.
Yeah, a few of my friends have gotten on it recently, and like they're hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
nah,
couldn't do it.
my mate.
It's got porn and shit on it. It's like
Wait,
Reddit.
what? I might have to
It's
do
got all
it.
naked.
I might have to jump on.
Yeah, it's like Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NSFW or whatever.
Yeah. Not safe for work, man. You gotta get some not safe for work Astelle.
That's our uncut collection.
Yeah. I'll be happy to join in.
Yeah, you'd love it, mate.
Yeah, sick, man. Well, we'll put like your Instagram website all
Yeah, all that
in
in
the
the
description.
description.
So make
All
sure,
that in.
Oath.
you check out all Spencer's stuff.
Yeah.
Nah, seriously, thanks for having me, like,
No
boys.
worries,
Like,
mate.
Thank you for
I
jumping on,
hope I
man.
didn't talk too much about myself and stuff, but
That's what it's all about. What do you mean?
That's what it's about. It's about you and Astelle.
nah, seriously, thanks for having me on. I really enjoyed it, man.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
we
good,
appreciate hearing you, bro.
It's good to learn a lot more about Astelle and your company. Dude.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
it.
Thank you.
It's a very cool thing, yeah.
Cheers, Joey.
Shake
Yeah,
all the hands.
Formal shake
Mr.
hands.
Hicks.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Everyone watching, thank you heaps. Check out Astelle and yeah, appreciate
Yeah, check
y'all.
out Spencer's stuff. Subscribe for more. Click that bell.
We'll see you next
it.
time.
We're gonna try try to do episodes come out every Monday.
Yeah.
Every week sort of thing.
But, you
yeah.
know,
If you want to jump on as well, hit us up.
Yeah.
You know where we
Yep.
at.
Just taking our time with this shit. but-
Yeah, we chill.
We're having
Chill.
fun. We're having beers. We're talking shit.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah, that's
it's
what it's
nah.
about.
I think
Anyway,
it's the way.
Make sure you guys subscribe. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next week.
Ciao.
Cheers.
Ciao.
Mm-hmm.